The second our troops put their boots on the ground, on Iran's ground, it is Jover. It is Jover, bro. It is so fucking Jover. It's gonna be another Iraq times 1,000,000. Because Iraq is nothing next to Iran, okay? Nothing! Iran has an actual military with, like, lots of people and a civilian population that is going to resist against Americans. They are. They aren't just gonna get fucking occupied by America and do nothing. What are you, stupid?
Where it's kind of like a flailing body without a head. Like a chicken with its head cut off right now.
No, it's not like that. It is a well-organized military with fail-safe after fail-safe. It doesn't matter how many of them you fucking kill. You want, like, the government, America, they want us to believe. They want Americans to believe. And Leaflit plays a part in this. She's trying to also make us believe, you know, on behalf of the state, that Iran, their leaders being taken out, it's like a house of cards, okay? It'll just flop over. It'll flail. They'll flail around, they'll flop, they'll flip-flop all over the place. That's not gonna fucking happen. They are a well-organized military. It's kind of like saying, it's not the same thing, but it's like saying if you took out the president of America, that the military would just dissolve or like not retaliate. What the fuck are you smoking? Crack? No, it's not gonna fucking happen, okay? Iran has a giant ass military that Israel is afraid of, and they want Iran to be destroyed. Okay, the American government, they don't want to destroy Iran. They don't want to do that. They just want a regime change. Israel don't want a regime change. They don't want that. But either way, it doesn't fucking matter, because no regime change is going to happen unless we go and destroy the country. Okay, like we're going to destroy the country in a quest to do a regime change at the behest of Israel. That's what's happening. Okay, what is up, my bone smashers? What is up? How's it going? It's me again, here on the J-Star broadcast, and today we are reacting to a few videos. I got a few videos on the docket today, and these look like some bangers. Okay, so let's start with the least interesting. Okay, we're starting with Leaflit. She released a video today called "Deport Them All." Okay, let's hear it. Oh shit, my bad. My headphones aren't on.
Activate sleeper cell as Ilhan Omar launches assault on America.
So, as the United States and Israel continue operations, the regime is launching a counterattack. Listen to this.
The nation into an illegal and unjustified war with
Oh
Iran.
my goodness.
As someone who survived the horrors of war, I know that military strikes will not make us safer. They will inflame tension.
That's like I said, like that's dumb, because it depends. Obviously it depends.
And push the region further into chaos. Every time we abandon...
Yeah, it does depend. It does depend. So, like, when America went to war with the Nazis, when we did strikes on that, when we were carpet bombing the Nazis, that was awesome. Okay, we needed to do that. They were invading all of Europe, and they were planning to invade the world. But then we went to war with Korea, and we genocided the Koreans. And then we went to war with Vietnam. Oh, and we bombed Cambodia. Forgot about that. And basically, my point is, everything after World War II has been completely unjustified. We are the terrorists. Oh. No, but seriously, the meme, it's real. It's real. How do you justify this? Like, okay, Leaflit, if you're saying some strikes are justified, right? With the implication being that our strikes on Iran are justified. Why? Why is it justified? Because, like, like I said, the Second World War, when we were fighting the Nazis, I want to lower this a little bit. when we were fighting the Nazis, that was certainly justified. Nobody's going to argue with that, right? I'm not going to argue with you if you say that. Nobody is. They were the Nazis, okay? But, like, I can tell you why we did it and what the reasons were and why they were good. I can't really do the same thing for Iran or any of the other wars and conflicts that we've been in. I can't do it for any of them.
In diplomacy, we choose destruction. We know who will bear the cost of this decision. Innocent civilians caught in the crossfire.
And Iran's launching the missiles at the civilians.
Yo, she's just
The
making shit
American
up.
people are exhausted by endless wars. Every time we abandon diplomacy, we choose destruction. We know and push the region further into chaos. Every time we abandon diplomacy, we choose...
That's not what happened at all. We did not... I had to rewind that. I had to see what she said. Fucking bombing Iran, and killing all of their leaders, killing all of the leadership in Iran, killing the Ayatollah, that will not descend the country into chaos. Like, you can't say that. You can't say that that's not what happened. Of course that's what happened. What the fuck are you talking about? Like, seriously, man, what the fuck are you talking about? No chaos? Like, the administration, the government is saying, like, oh, the chaos is good. It's actually good. Because they'll, like, put new leaders in place. Come on, take your country back, Iranians. They're saying that the chaos is a good thing. You can't say that the chaos isn't happening. They just annihilated the government. They just killed the government. They just chopped the head off, decapitation strikes or whatever. But also, they didn't just kill the leadership, they also killed 100 little school children, and probably hundreds, thousands of other civilians.
We know who will bear the cost of this decision. Innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. And
Iran's launching the missiles at the civilians.
Yo, she's just
The
making shit
American
up.
people are exhausted by endless wars.
We launched missiles at the civilians first, but Iran is launching missiles at civilians. By the way, they're not even doing that. They are shooting missiles at military targets. Okay, they bombed, I believe, some of our military bases. Right? There was the one in Kuwait that they bombed. They've been shooting rockets at Tel Aviv. Okay, now Tel Aviv is a heavily populated city, lots of civilians, right? Well, Israel just got done fucking leveling Gaza and saying that it was because terrorists were hiding there. They just destroyed all of the buildings there and fucking blew everyone up indiscriminately. And now they're turning around and crying because fucking Iran is launching missiles at their military bases located in the center of a highly populated city. So yeah, man, I'm telling you, Americans see that shit, and like it makes no sense. It makes no sense. Like, you just got done complaining about how Hamas's military targets hide amongst the civilian population, and then you get mad when Iran bombs your military bases in the middle of civilian populations. It makes no sense. It makes no fucking sense.
Build on
That's not what this is.
promises and paid for with American
Are
and
you
foreign
kidding me?
lives. Congress must reassert its
He's
constitutional
so mad.
authority.
He's so frustrated. Who is this guy again? God, he's so fucking ugly. Look at him. That's a terrible jacket. That's why I don't wear jackets with zippers, because it makes it... When you, like, hunch over, like he's doing, he has terrible posture. It makes you look like you got, like, a fucking beer belly. Okay, look at him. Oh, like, I don't know. I'm one to talk, right? Like, I'm not attracted to men. Men are kind of ugly in general. But this guy is, like, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think this guy is a particularly ununattractive person. I feel like.
None of this is
Even for
unconstitutional.
men.
Will someone please explain to her what's going on here?
Listen, let me explain to you guys this in simple
finally.
English. Okay?
Yes,
Iran
please
is
do.
run by lunatics, religious fanatic lunatics. They have an ambition to have nuclear weapons.
Jeez. This is like so crazy how like the people of Iran are like, thank God the US is helping us, and there's like Iranian Americans like, thank God the US is helping us, and all of the left is like, we need to protect the Iranian government. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck?
They intend to develop those nuclear weapons behind a program of missiles and drones and terrorism that the world will not be able to touch them for fear of those things. And this is the weakest they've ever been.
It's not that we need to protect them, Leaflit. Okay, Iran doesn't need our protection. I don't want to protect the fucking Iranian government. I want us to not bomb the fuck out of them for no reason other than that Israel has videos of Donald Trump touching kids on an island or whatever.
It's time to go after them. The president made the decision to go after them.
Silence Iranian. A leftist is speaking. Exactly, Swayze.
Take away their missiles, take away their navy, take away their drones, take away their ability to make those things so that they can never have
What
a
do
nuclear
you
weapon.
even mean
That's why
by
the president
that?
made this.
You know what's crazy though, chat? What is like absolutely crazy is, I'm just being real. The entire world right now, like for a while now, the entire world is basically on the good graces of countries like America. Because if America had no scruples, like we would just blow them, we would just glass them, like the entire fucking country. You know, it's like they don't understand.
You know, America, we could just bomb everybody into oblivion. Yeah, great argument, bro. Great. Yeah, they should be lucky. They should be thanking us for not bombing all of them and bombing them much harder. Yeah, fantastic argument, dude. Genius.
That the only reason they even exist is because of the morals that America has. If it wasn't for those morals, they would be. They'd be a fucking.
Yeah, such
desert
good
square.
morals. Yeah, bro. Oh, I don't know, man. I don't. What the fuck do you say to this? I don't
The world
know.
will be a safer place when these radical clerics no longer have access to these weapons. You see how they're using
Such
them
good
now.
morals.
Right, you see how they're using them now,
America has.
indiscriminately launching these things at all of their neighbors, including Israel. But Ilhan Omar says stopping these people is going to contribute to instability.
Air Force has been knocked out. They have no air detection that's been knocked out. Their radar has been knocked out. And just about everything's been...
What about us being puppets of Israel?
Thank you, Mr. President.
So it's a case of like two things can be true at once. Like it can be true that it is a possibility that Israel's like, hey, if you don't get involved in this war, and this is like what they're saying, is that if
No, don't worry, guys. I'm still anti-Semitic. Don't worry, guys. But the Muslims, they are evil savages, chat. That's what she's saying right now, bro. That's what she's fucking saying. Don't worry. We're controlled by the Jews. I believe it.
America would make the decision of like, well, I guess we have to, because if we don't, we can't really. They're going to attack us. Right? So,
Yeah. They're going to attack us. Yeah, for sure. Evidence? Do you have fucking evidence of this? No, you don't get it, Chad. No. Like they're savage Muslim terrorists. They were 5 seconds away from acquiring nuclear arms and firing them at us immediately. That's what was going to happen.
Then Iran would attack
Yeah,
all the US
man.
bases. So it is possible that Israel could drag us in, and then America would be like, well, I guess we might as well join, and we might as well preemptive strike this, because it's better to preemptive strike than to like actually get counterattack, right? Than to attack first and then counterattack. Again, I said this earlier, advanced war. Advanced wars, you want to attack first, because then you wipe out some of their enemies, some of their units before they counterattack you. But the point that I'm saying is like they can both be true at the same time, that it is like in our best interest. But Israel did have like we're the ones who aggressed the whole thing. Like
There is no such thing as a preemptive strike. There is no such thing as a preemptive strike. If you fucking bomb Iran, then you just bombed Iran. You didn't fucking counterattack ahead of time. That's not a fucking thing. They didn't attack us first. There's no evidence that they were planning to attack us. There is zero evidence. Oh, but the government just hasn't released the evidence. J-Star, you fucking dumbass. They just said, alright, let's wait. Let's see the fucking evidence. Like, dude, you can't just expect the fucking government to not lie to you when there are reasons for them to lie to you about this shit. Like, they are lying. They are lying. There is no fucking evidence. Here's what happened. Israel has videos of all of our politicians fucking children and killing children and eating them, probably. And because of that, because of all the terabytes of video they have of this shit, Donald Trump is bombing children, killing innocent people, and yes, killing the heads of the government in Iran. Yay! Yay, we killed them. Yay, now guess what? Nothing changes. Iran's government hasn't fallen. They've been preparing for this shit for fucking 40 years. Like, they knew that we wanted to kill them. They have, it's kind of like in our government, if like the Senate, if like all the senators are killed, if the president is killed, if they're all killed, there's a designated survivor, okay? There's a whole TV show about this. There's a whole TV show about this, Americans. Okay, we've all seen it. We've all seen the first episode. It's epic. But anyway, like, what I'm saying is there are backups in the Iranian government, and they killed like 2 of the backups for the Ayatollah. But there's still one man standing, at least. And I believe those other 2 kills, they might not even be confirmed, because we don't even know the identities of the people that were killed. Like the backups for the Ayatollah. But apparently he elected 3 successors. So anyway, let's keep going. Sorry for yelling.
But both of it can be true, and it can be like overall, like the total, like, you know, arithmetic of the thing could have been that it was a good thing to attack. That could have been like the final.
Right. Yeah, such a good thing.
That sounds like a pretty stable situation.
The arithmetic. Yeah, no, guys, it's the math of it all. The math checks out, guys. It could be. Yeah, it could be. Well, here's the thing, man. You know, I think that we, the people, should be allowed to know. I think that we should know. I think that us not knowing if there was a legitimate reason or not is fucking abhorrent. Like, we're just supposed to trust the government that bombing Iran was the right thing, that regime change in Syria was the right thing, that fucking Vietnam and Korea and Cambodia and all of this shit is just the right thing. Like, oh, just trust us, guys. Just trust us. You know, oh, we might accidentally start World War III. It doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't matter. Fuck you. Like, yeah, man.
Racist, so I'm here now. Yes,
Genius.
You're not wrong, because if you tell the truth, it's racist, and if you don't hate white people, it's racist. So I guess I'm the most racist.
To me, but ask yourself this: why is she in the tank for America's enemies?
Congresswoman, will you condemn the anti-Trump protesters who flew the Islamic Republic of Iran flag outside the White House and shouted "open border obscenities"?
Open border
Are you don't want to condemn the
obscenities.
anti-Trump protesters for flying the Islamic Republic of Iran flag outside the White House?
And why doesn't she care about that? By the way, this is the video that they are asking Representative.
Iran is a sovereign nation. Okay, we are violating their sovereignty by bombing them, and we are likely going to conduct a ground invasion, which is a terrible idea for multiple reasons. But anyway, you know, we'll talk about that shit later, okay? Because right now I'm talking about Iran's sovereignty and how it's bad for them. Because, yeah, people are gonna fly their flag outside of the White House, and they fucking should. Because what the government is doing to Iran is evil and abhorrent, and it has to stop.
Omar,
the fuck are you talking
would
about?
you be in favor of preserving a regime like this? Or is there another country out there who may have funded...
I am in favor of not fucking with the sandbox. That's what I'm in favor of, bro. I think that we just need to stop fucking with all the people in the other countries. That's what I think. Okay, that's just me personally, though. I'm sure most Americans disagree with me. I'm sure that they love this. They actually, they love that we're going to war with Iran. Yeah, it's such a popular sentiment, after all.
My favorite racist. I voted you most racist. Thank you.
Every day I go outside and there are people like, why didn't we go to war with Iran sooner? Why don't we have troops on the ground now?
Worse for them.
All right, so you can see
Fucking moron.
fruits. This is all paid for.
Look at him wearing the fucking Jeffrey Epstein quarter zip or what the fuck ever that shit
Where are we
is.
going with these signs?
It's kind of what it looks like a little
Where are we
bit.
going here? You guys are saying that this is grassroots, but this does not look very grassroots.
Yeah, that's not very grassroots.
They want to stop the war in Iran.
See, what they need to find out is who's funding this shit. Like, who's the one those are the people they need to get. The people that are funding all of this discord.
Save the
You
regime.
guys doing this for free? Show this to people.
Look at
that
this.
say that any of this
What a
is
scam.
grassroots.
Yeah, how dare people
so all these signs that
protest?
you
How
see
dare they?
laid out right here. We're going to Columbus.
How dare they protest, glorious leader?
The CCP billionaire who's trying to sow division into this country. He needs to be looked at, Roy Neville Singer.
Yeah, but why would China want the regime in Iran to survive?
China is calling for an end to the war in Iran. Its energy supplies are getting squeezed. China is a world...
China is based. Okay, China is based. But anyway, what I want to know is, where does Russia fit into all of this? That's what I'm wondering.
The craziest thing about the Iran and the Venezuela
Yo, I've been
situation,
watching
the craziest thing
Predictive
about
History.
it,
Can you tell?
Is the statement from America telling the whole world basically that you guys can't do fucking shit. That's the craziest thing about it, right? Because like Venezuela was protected by a bunch of like Chinese like air defense things, and so was Iran, and we literally just walked through them. Like they didn't do anything at all. So like that entire thing is basically just saying, like, you guys can't do anything.
Largest importer of crude oil. More than 20% of China's oil comes from Iran and Venezuela's discounted crude.
They're the ones buying all of Iran's illegal sanctioned oil, propping up these dictators, helping them build their ballistic missiles, giving them the money to do all that. But what does China need all this oil for? What are they going to do with it?
It now means we have a chokehold on the strait. Look, assume that China wanted to move on Taiwan, right? There's a military response. But now we have a massive energy response, which is we simply don't allow any tankers to ship oil from the Persian Gulf through the Strait of Hormuz. We can do it. It might have been a little bit dicey.
I'm not going to lie. I'm like a huge fan of this like fucking peace through strength like method. I like it a lot more than just being like total pussies and letting like people encroach like slowly. I'm a huge fan of like this like super big like decisive strike and it's GG instantly.
Who the fuck is Leaflit?
Dude, this is not going to benefit us in the way that you think it will. Actually, it's going to do the reverse exact opposite of benefit us. It is going to fuck our country over majorly. But the rich people don't care because they are citizens of no nation. They don't give a fuck. They can go anywhere. They don't care about country. or neighbors. They don't give a fuck about any of that. And that's what this war is for. It's for the rich people. So anyway, this isn't going to benefit us. It is going to result in the destruction of our empire, our great empire, the American empire. If we decide to do a ground invasion, it's over. It's over. Like, if by some miracle we back off now, then, you know, which isn't going to happen. I'm not saying it's going to happen. It's not going to fucking happen. But, you know, if by, again, by some miracle it did, then, you know, we could preserve this empire that we have going on here. But, like, you know, these fucking people think that fucking over China means we're winning. No. No, that's not what that fucking means. And that being said, China is going to be fine. Yes, they need oil, and yes, they get it through Iran, but they have tons of reserves. They are investing heavily in renewable energy. They will survive this. America, on the other hand, won't.
Well, thank you so much for the best. Thank you. UN doesn't want to know this, but South American dictators are free. You can just
And
take
Russia knows it.
Well, that is like that's so crazy. That, like, we were able to like go into
I mean,
a
everybody knows
right?
it.
And they couldn't do shit. Like they just crumbled. Like the entire thing. Like it's like I said, we dropped a fucking space marine with like psycho backup, like, and they couldn't do anything. Which is insane, right?
And what Leaflit is saying here is important. Okay, take note. Not because she's correct. Okay, she's a fucking moron. She's a dipshit moron. But there are a lot of Americans, and a decreasing number of them, but, you know, a lot of Americans throughout the history of our nation, they think that, as long as our country is brutalizing someone else, someone overseas, then we're gonna be okay. We're doing good. As long as we're fucking someone over and exploiting them, enslaving them, doing resource extraction, then it's all good. You know, no, Leaflit, it's not good. It's not good for you. It's not good for me. It's not good for fucking anyone, except for rich people.
Iran legit has military supply unites that their whole purpose is to fund and arm terror cells. They have ties with 83 Beirut barracks bombing. I see. Yeah, I mean, they have been like a terror for so long. I mean, everybody knows this.
Iranians. That's roughly half of
They've been the problem like my whole life.
It'd been a little bit dicey had we not taken out the Iranians.
Everyone's lives, almost everyone. I don't know anybody that. I mean, there is like, what, you know, was it like 2%? I think of our viewers are over 65, so there's only like, it would have to be like that 2% of people.
That's roughly half of their oil. 40 to 50% of their oil is now suddenly not available to them. So those are.
What does Ilhan Omar mean? That this is going to contribute to instability across the globe and cost?
Yeah, most of the viewers here are like 25 to 35, and then 35 to 45 is the next.
I mean, look, man, Iran, yeah, they've done terrorism. You know who else has done a fuck ton of terrorism? Fucking Israel. Israel did 9/11. The Israelis did fucking Mossad did 9/11. I'm sure of it at this point. It's fucking crazy, okay? And you're over here yapping about Iran. What the fuck has Iran done to us? Yeah, they bombed some shit in the desert. They haven't done anything to us. They didn't do fucking dick to us. Even if you don't believe me about the 9/11 shit, Iran didn't do fucking 9/11.
Oh, so Saddam Hussein did this?
No.
The Iraqi army?
No.
Some guys from Iraq?
No.
That one lady who visited Iraq that one time?
No, Peter, Iraq had nothing to do with this. It was a bunch of Saudi Arabians, Lebanese, and Egyptians financed by a Saudi Arabian guy living in Afghanistan and sheltered by Pakistanis.
So you're saying we need to invade Iran?
It's weird. Okay, it's weird. But anyway, if you go with the official narrative, that's what happened. It wasn't fucking Iran. Iran hasn't done anything to us. The fuck are you talking about? Oh, but they bombed Saudi Arabia. They didn't even do that, bro. That was the Yemeni.
Demographic, there's barely anybody that's like a
They were just funding them.
Under 18 demographic is like.
Okay, if you're gonna say that fucking Iran bombed the Saudis, then you have to admit that America has bombed everyone on the planet at some point, at all times. And also, we bombed everyone.
I think, and there's like 2%
by that logic
that are over 65.
People, everything. I mean, this is literally saving lives by stopping invasions.
Methodologies.
Is it mostly?
Bro, look, let me tell you something about your demographics, Leaflit. They're probably mostly European, because I think you have a lot of crossover. You have a lot of intersection between your audience and Asmongold's audience. Okay, so Asmongold's audience, your audience, kind of similar. Okay, kind of similar. You glaze them all the time. I think that's, probably why. But I think that a lot of your chat is like right-wing Europeans that like are fucking horny for America fascism. Okay, they like want it in their countries, and they're trying to grow their own fascist movements in their countries. That's what's going on, bro. That's what your audience is. I'm telling you.
I think Asmund has more girls watching than me, probably. I can tell.
Of course.
It's really low though. 3.5%.
Yeah, no, bro. No, he does. Women don't fucking watch Asmongold. What the fuck? Have you looked at him? Have you looked at him? Like, he's disgusting. He has zero sex appeal. Why the fuck do you think women would watch him? Are you stupid?
Female. So the people that watch YouTube is 95.3% male. There's only 3.5%. There's 3.5% female and 1.2% they thems.
And look at what happens in terms of military technology.
We got the
NBs.
What are you guys doing? 1.2% they thems. Are you guys hate watching me?
Jesse.
Yes.
China provided their most advanced.
Yes, yes, Leaflet. People be hate watching you. You are a despicable person, and you're a VTuber. On top, cherry on top. You're a fucking VTuber. Yeah, we're fucking hate watching you. Me, the NBs, my boys, my girls, my NBs, we're all hate watching you, bruh. Jesus, like, if you think it's just the fucking blue-haired non-binaries that are hate watching you, I don't even know what to tell you anymore, bro. Like, we are in the big 226, dog.
We completely destroyed them. They didn't shoot down one American or Israeli plane. This is reminiscent of 1982 when the Israelis flying F-15s went up against the Syrians flying MiGs.
They were made in China.
Beat them 81 aircraft to 0. What happened after that?
These people do not know how to shut the fuck up about China.
Their military technology is not recognized as being
Dude, why the fuck are we talking about China? Why? Look at how these people, they have to make it about China. They have, like, keep in mind, China has nothing to do with this. They have done nothing. Like, yes, it affects them. Yeah, they were right about that. Like, the oil thing. Yeah, China wants the oil. They need the oil. Okay, they have car-based infrastructure. They need the oil. Okay, but, like, China hasn't done anything, and this is like the third time that they brought up China, and we're only 12.5 minutes into the fucking video. Why can't, I wonder why they can't just, like, talk about the issue at hand. I wonder why they have to constantly drag China into it.
If you think about it, and, like, this is what Trump said too, and, I mean, maybe he's bluffing, I don't know, but Trump also said that, like, what we're using right now is, like, not even that crazy. Like, he said, like, Trump said himself that the kind of shit that we have, like, you wouldn't even fucking imagine. Like, there's no way you could even predict, like, how it works. It's, like, it's so crazy. It's, like, so beyond, like, what is being shown that there's no way to even understand it. That's what he said.
The United States. That's going to have huge implications.
Oh, so not only did they just lose all the oil they need for their AI plans and their propaganda plans.
Did you say scalar tech? Scalar tech? Isn't that like the fucking gravity shit? Is that what you're just talking about? The scalar tech? Scalar weapons? It's like the gravity well shit, right? Yeah. So, like, okay, so let me. Luckily, I also know about aliens, so I can talk about this a little bit. One second. Okay, so this is the conspiracy theory. Okay, guys, I'm gonna tell you. I'm not gonna go too deep into this, but I'll tell you like kind of the idea behind it. The idea behind it is that there's an element. There's an element that exists. 115, element 115, and what it does is it has the ability to like create gravity wells. So that's how like it's like this is how the craft propulsion works. Is that instead of propelling itself like conventionally using like chemicals in order to like combust something to like project force one way, which like pushes the craft in another way, what it does instead is it creates a gravity anomaly in front of the thing, and then it falls towards it. So it basically does like this kind of a thing. And scalar weapons are basically energy weapons, but this is the conspiracy theory, is that the whole thing functions like this. Typically, right, you have like a plane. Just say like, this is a terrible drawing of a plane.
We got
like
MS
this, right?
Paint.
So typically like, fire does this, and then it goes this way, right? But the way like
glides.
this kind of tech works is that you have an object.
There's an engine. It propels it forward. It glides. That's why it has wings. Yeah.
It actually would be more like this.
Yeah. Wow.
And then basically it projects like a gravity thing, and then it falls into it. So basically it's constantly falling in the direction of this thing. So like that's why it can like move so crazily. That's the idea behind it. But the scalar weapons, they use like waves, basically, like focused energy weapons, things like that.
Yeah, that makes no fucking sense. I am no physicist, but that's not what fucking gravity is, dumbass. Gravity is a kind of an illusion. Not really, okay? Gravity isn't like a force. Let me put it to you this way, okay? And keep in mind, again, not a physicist. I have a very, highly to me it feels advanced, okay? But like, I probably have a very rudimentary understanding of relativity, okay? But, first you need to understand that matter does not occupy space. Space bends around matter, okay? And, this is why Einstein uses the sheet and the ball to show gravity, show how the fucking orbits work, right? Because the reason that things orbit around gravity. The reason that gravity makes things orbit around objects, okay, take the sun for example, you have the planets orbiting around it. It's not that that there's like a force acting on the objects in space. The objects in space are planets. They're moving in a straight line. Okay, it's the space that's curved, which makes them rotate around the sun. Okay, so if you don't believe me, think about the sunset. The sunset. Imagine you're looking out over the horizon, you're on the beach, you're wherever, and you're looking at the sun, it's going down, and you can see its light until it's about to go under the horizon, the light's fading, and then it completely goes below the horizon, but you can still see some of its light. How could that be? The sun just went below the horizon, but you can still see its light. Okay, the answer is the curvature of space. The Earth is curving the space around it. And so light from the sun is traveling in a straight line, but the space that it's traveling in is curved. Okay, so you understand? So the light from the sun is traveling straight, it's following the curvature of the Earth, and it's hitting your eyeball. So even though the sun has gone past the horizon, you can still see some of its light for a couple minutes. Okay, again, if you don't believe me, wait for sunset and go outside and look, and you'll see what I'm talking about. After the sun has completely gone below the horizon, you can still see light from it for a couple minutes. This is proof of the curvature of space around matter. Okay, and so anyway, that's how gravity works. That's what gravity is. It's the bending of space. Okay, objects, they travel in a straight line, but space is curved. Okay, there is no gravity. Objects, they move through space. They travel in a straight line. They aren't attracted to other objects. Objects aren't like attracting each other. This is why scientists, researchers, after Newton's calculations, right, when he invented calculus and he came up with with Newton's laws, they were like thinking, what is gravity? Can we find the gravity particle? Okay, there is no gravity particle because there is no gravity. Not really. Okay, gravity is, by the way, when I say that gravity is an illusion, it is a real phenomenon that you can observe. Okay, it does happen. But it's an illusion because there isn't really a force being applied. There is no gravity force. Things are moving in a straight line, and the curvature of space brings objects closer together naturally. Anyway, hope that answers your questions. Okay, so let's keep going.
Those would get like really, really crazy if like we have that as well. They're slightly different.
Yeah, but for that reason, I just don't believe there is no particle that can form a gravity well or what the fuck ever. Like that, like particle number 115. What the fuck are you talking about? Atomic number 115. What the hell? No, that's not fucking real. They made that shit up, bro. Now, something that the government could have that we don't know about is a more efficient combustion engine, or like some other type of engine that we haven't even, like, we can't even fucking comprehend. We can't, because nobody's thought of it yet. Like nobody within the public view has thought of it yet. Yeah, maybe the government has access to like propulsion technology that can do what she's talking about, but it wouldn't have anything to do with fucking gravity. That's stupid.
From directed energy weapons, they're different from them. Yes. But this is like theoretically, I mean, this is like what a lot of people are claiming is like the highest level of weapon technology. At least, wait, hold on. It probably wouldn't even be the case anymore, because this was like stuff from, what, like 15 years ago? 15 years ago, the theoretically like most powerful weapons, the scalar weapons, this was like 15 years ago, right? Something like that when they were talking about it, but yeah.
And their invasion plans.
You're stupid.
Now, if you want to fill up your military, load it up on cheap copies of Soviet-era technology that come from...
Leaflit, please. I know you're a variety streamer, but I don't know, bro. Just stick to politics. I don't even really want you to do that. Really, I just want you to fuck off forever, or like play video games or something. Make pornography, right? Sell your body. Anything is better than this. But please, do not fucking try to explain technology or like any like advanced it's so fucking mind-numbing. Like I can't stand it, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that again.
Moving through space faster than light. You can have space move through space while holding matter. It's not really falling or moving. You just move a chunk of space bubble. Is that like some new shit? That's not like how I'm familiar. Are you talking like a FSD or something, like a frameshift drive?
China, you might want to think twice about that. It might not work when it needs to.
With a whole host of other countries.
So they lose a bunch of
That's
customers.
like a different thing. Like an FSD, which is like kind of like an elite dangerous. The concept of like FSD is basically like you're changing your frame of reference. You're changing like your frame of reference. It's like you're shifting through space, kind of like you're changing like the dimension of it, basically. It's the whole like hole punch sort of theory. Socio, thank you so much for the
that's not what that is either. That's not even what that is within the fucking fictional universe. This idea that she's talking about, I believe it is in Elite Dangerous. I've seen it before. Excuse me. But this idea is as old as Star Trek, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and there is real science behind it. Okay, basically, we know because of Einstein's relativity that time is, first of all, a dimension of space, okay, which is why we call it space-time. Which, by the way, okay, this is the part where, like, I have trouble fucking comprehending it, but everything that I just said about, like, matter and space, it also applies to time. Because time is another vector, another dimension of space. Vector's not the right word, but, like, axis. It's another axis of space. Which is why we call it space-time. Okay, anyway, as you approach the speed of light, time for you relative to the rest of the universe slows down. Okay, so in theory, you could travel through time. And in fact, this isn't this is theoretical, but I believe it's been measured, right? Like the relative velocity of two objects in space. This is something that's been measured, I believe. Okay, but anyway, technically, you know, relativity still a theory. Okay, but you know, it's fucking true. Anyway, could we build something, a machine that travels at the speed of light? No, that is impossible. I'm sure of it. Physicists are sure of it. And you know, like, think about it. Think about it for more than 5 fucking seconds. You can't build something that goes faster than light, or even close to the speed of light, probably. And the reason why is because it would take an immense amount of energy, and that's just impractical. Okay, like, no, we're never going to build something that travels at the speed of light, and even if we could, it wouldn't really be as useful as you think it would, not on our human scale. Okay, because traveling at the speed of light, it would still take you 40 years to reach the nearest star, okay? And that's the nearest star, right? I believe is 40 light years away. And like, that one's really close. That one's really close to us. Okay, most stars are extremely far away from us. You know, at least twice that distance. Okay, 40 light years is, you know, pretty close. That star is pretty close to us. But anyway, the real way that humans could theoretically, or whatever comes next after humanity, the way that we could travel to other star systems is through wormholes. Okay, it's through like bending space. You know, imagine a two-dimensional plane, a sheet of paper, right? You have 2 points on opposite ends of the paper. Bend the paper, bring the points together, bada bing, bada boom. That's a wormhole, okay? You could, you know, possibly, mathematically, you could do this with our 3D, our 4D universe. Okay, but, you know, is that, like, actually plausible? Is that realistic? It's hard to say, but you know, the math works out. So
what was that, Area 51? Yeah, I mean, if it's true, I mean, the thing is that there's a lot of, like, really interesting stuff, like the whole thing with, like, you know, say what you will about, like, the whole Bob Lazar thing, but he did say that he did talk about some of the security systems they have, and it was proven to be real, actually. Did you guys know about that? Like, Bob Lazar said that, like, the security at, like, it wasn't Area 51, it was like a base, like, close to Area 51, and he said that the way that the security gates, like, they measured, like, the size of your bones in your hand. So you put, like, your hand up on this thing, and it would measure, like, how long your bones are. And then everyone thought it was bullshit, but that part ended up actually being 100% true. They actually found it. Like, they actually found the actual bone scanner.
And they lose face. Now that the United States, if this mission is successful, now we have no idea how this is going to play out. We're praying it works out. If it's successful,
look, guys, I gotta put my opinion out on this. There are no aliens. There are no aliens. It is highly likely that there are aliens out there in the universe. Okay, we can't see them. I believe we haven't observed them, because why could we? How? You know, no aliens, whatever they're doing, if they are more advanced than we are, which is another question, okay, but if they are, then we don't have the tools to find them. Okay, they are hidden. They're not around us, most likely. But, because why the fuck would they come here? Like, I need a logical narrative for why aliens would be here and we would not know about them. The most convincing one I've heard is a conspiracy theory that goes something like this. Okay, I think I first heard it from Trevor Moore. Rest in peace. Basically, it goes like aliens put us here, and aliens, they can read each other's minds. Okay, but they wanted to see if like an intelligent species could survive without the ability for us to read each other's minds. Okay, so we can only speak to each other. We can't read each other's minds. Aliens we're like a test to see now, is this real? You know, fuck no. That's fucking stupid. But, like, that makes the most sense out of anything I've ever heard. Like, why the fuck would aliens be, like, dicking around on Earth? For what reason? Like, to scan us? To scan our balls? Why? Why the fuck would they do that? They're fucking aliens. No, man, they're not doing any of that shit. Like, if anything, we're like, you know, it's like the thing that I said, or like we're a zoo or something, zoo theory, you know, but like none of that shit is real. It's not real. The reason the government is pushing for it to be real is because they are pedophiles and they were diddling children on Epstein Island. Okay, that's why.
What position does that put the United States of America with Venezuela and now Iran more in our orbit?
Well, it means that a lot of countries...
I wonder why the government is releasing shit about aliens right after the files exposing the elite pedophile cabal came out. I wonder.
Bob Lazar was the one who was talking about the alien craft using the gravity anomalies that it falls towards it. That was an element 115, which is like if you played XCOM, by the way, that's what Alarium is element 115.
Orbit. Well, it means that a lot of countries in the developing world that might have been flirting with China don't want to flirt with them anymore because they realize that China can sign all the.
You find Bob Lazar trustworthy? Listen, I don't know what's real. I just love hearing the theories. I love hearing like the stories of like what could be from people.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, you like the stories. That's dude, you live in your own head, okay? You more than anyone else. And I've been saying this about Leaflit. Okay, this person, she is extremely online. Like, you know, like a lot of streamers, okay? But the thing is, like, the echo chamber, I don't think it gets to her as much. Right, like, I think all the voices, the chatter, from her commenters, from the chatters, like, a lot of people on the internet, especially content creators, people with a following, and people yelling at them all the time, it gets in people's heads, right? That's what, this is what trolls exploit, you know, the troll types, okay? They try to get into your head, okay? That, you know, a lot of people do this. Leaflit, her personality type, she's not affected by this because she's just not really in reality in the first place. Like basically what I'm saying is like, people, they go on the internet and they escape reality and they slowly go insane, okay? But Leaflit was already an insane person. I've talked about this with, like, her shower thoughts, right? She has, like, she makes up these scenarios in her head, and she, like, you know, she, like, wins. You know, she makes up these, like, arguments, these battles, these ideological battles in her head. This is why she builds straw men, and then she knocks them down, and everybody stands up and claps for her, okay, in her mind. Do you understand? So, like, this is the type of person she is. She likes stories. She likes fake bullshit. It's a comfort for her.
Our quote-unquote whistleblowers. I love hearing, like, oh, this is how it works, and, like, we know about the aliens, and I just love the stories.
Quote, strategic partnerships they
They're
want.
worthless.
But they're not going to do anything about it if their allies get in trouble. I mean, all China's done is send some scolding messages. They haven't done a single thing to stand up for...
I miss him, man. Our bell was so good. It was so good when it was him on the radio. God's Mellow, thank you so much for 300 missing.
You know, I don't hear Leaflit laugh as much anymore, and, I don't like her laugh. It's unpleasant to hear it, but at the same time, I've weirdly missed it. You know, I don't know. Am I crazy? Am I crazy for that? Like, maybe it's just because there's not anything to laugh at these days. You know? They're not for her anyway. Maybe that's why I'm reminiscing.
I used to listen to the radio, man.
allies. Second of all, they understand that this administration is the partner that they want to be in business with.
And also, what are we talking about here?
Thank you, Hex. Thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the 100. Interesting. God's memo again. Thank you for the 300. Thank you. Hex says, interesting thing that I found with countries Iran is attacking that don't make sense. They line up with the Abraham Accords countries somewhat. So what I heard about the Iran situation, and again, this is all speculation because I don't know what's true. It's hard to tell what's true because there's going to be propaganda on both sides. There's going to be a bunch of people bullshitting, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what's true. It's very easy to kind of confuse information.
She's right about this.
Because, you know, again, information is very...
I've seen the AI videos. I've seen, like, AI airstrikes, shit like that. Like, a lot of the airstrikes on Tel Aviv that you see online are AI. Okay? That I know for sure. I haven't seen anything that looks like AI. The strikes on Iran, okay, the deaths there are also confirmed. You know, and that's not to say that Tel Aviv wasn't hit. Okay, it was, and I'm sure there were, you know, plenty of civilian casualties. But like they're like I've seen multiple videos of just complete AI strikes on Tel Aviv. It's crazy. It's crazy. I don't know why people do it. I don't understand it. Is it to farm sympathy? Is it to like, I don't know. Is it to like fuck with Israel or so? I don't know. Cause like I've seen the memes. Okay, you know, wake up, Israel got striked, start celebrating. Okay, those kind of memes. Like, yeah, you know, great. Just so everybody knows where I'm at on this. You know, I don't want Israel to get bombed. I don't want anyone to get bombed. Israel is getting bombed because we bombed Iran. And we bombed Iran because Benjamin Netanyahu told Trump that if he didn't bomb Iran, he would release the kitty diddling videos. Okay, that's what I think happened. That's what I'm going with. But I don't want any of it to happen.
Very easy to control and to smokescreen. But what I heard was that, you know how the U.S. and like Israel have been just killing every single person that like becomes a leader? So like, you know, so Khamenei died, and then what happened was they announced another guy was the new supreme leader. That guy died, and then they got together and they were like, let's decide on a new person. And all of those people that were gonna decide on who the new leader was, all those people died. Those guys all got blown up. So it's like they don't really have anyone in charge. So what I heard is that the individual leaders of like different platoons, and like they are kind of, the orders went out that since there is no one directing anything, that everybody that has like a platoon has the ability to make their own decisions. So you have a case now.
Dude, Iran has fail-safe after fail-safe. There is a leader. There is a leader in Iran. They're probably in a fucking bunker. Because Iran is getting bombed, and they're preparing for a ground invasion, which is what they want, which is what they've always wanted, because they fucking hate us. Excuse me. Because they fucking hate us, they hate Americans, and I can't blame them, okay? But, like, straight up, this is what Iranians want. They want us to invade them, okay? Iranians are, they are armed, okay? They are fucking, a lot of them are fundamentalists. They want the smoke. They want us to go to war with them. They do. Okay? I don't think we should. I still don't think we should do it, for the record, okay? Yes, Iranians hate Americans. Yes, they chant death to America. I can't blame them. After what our country has done to them, Iranians have only known, many of them, their entire lives, they've only known death and destruction. They've known oppression from their government under the Shah, torture and secret police at the hands of America, at the behest of American interest. And they know it. They're not ignorant. They're not misunderstanding the situation. They know what we did. They know what our government did. And they fucking hate us for it. So, yeah, they want us to go to war. They want to kill as many Americans as they can. And that's probably what's going to happen. Okay, and that's the plan. That's the fucking plan. That's their whole plan, bro. That's it. So you can call it what you want. You can call it a suicide cult. You know, I'm not even really disagreeing with you there, because against the American military, they're gonna get fucked up. But that's not my point. my point at the end of all of this, at the end of this conversation, and I'm going to say it over and over again, I've already said it in this video. Our country is going to get completely fucked over from this war. Completely. Yes, Iran will never recover. Okay, they are going to be decimated by this, and they don't give a fuck. Most of them don't give a fuck. They want the smoke. Okay, but our country is donezo. The second our troops put their boots on the ground, on Iran's ground, it is Jover. It is Jover, bro. It is so fucking Jover. It's gonna be another Iraq times a million. Because Iraq is nothing next to Iran, okay? Nothing! Iran has an actual military with, like, lots of people and a civilian population that is going to resist against Americans. They are. They aren't just gonna get fucking occupied by America and do nothing. What are you, stupid?
Where it's kind of like a flailing body without a head, like a chicken with its head cut off.
No, it's not like that. It is a well-organized military with fail-safe after fail-safe. It doesn't matter how many of them you fucking kill. You want, like, the government, America, they want us to believe. They want Americans to believe. And Leaflit plays a part in this. She's trying to also make us believe, on behalf of the state, that Iran, their leaders being taken out, it's like a house of cards, okay? It'll just flop over. It'll flail. They'll flail around, they'll flop, they'll flip-flop all over the place. That's not gonna fucking happen. They are a well-organized military. It's kind of like saying, it's not the same thing, but it's like saying if you took out the president of America, that the military would just dissolve or like not retaliate. What the fuck are you smoking? Crack? No, it's not gonna fucking happen. Okay, Iran has a giant ass military that Israel is afraid of, and they want Iran to be destroyed. Okay, the American government, they don't want to destroy Iran. They don't want to do that. They just want a regime change. Regime change. Israel don't want a regime change. They don't want that. But either way, it doesn't fucking matter, because no regime change is going to happen unless we go and destroy the country. Okay, like we're going to destroy the country in a quest to do a regime change at the behest of Israel. That's what's happening.
A bunch of people just calling shots, and they're just kind of doing whatever.
And you don't get to say that you're America first in this equation, okay? That's what Leaflit was saying earlier. That's what she's continuing to try and do. She's like, no, guys, I know Israel wants this. I know that we're just their little fucking puppets, but you don't get it. You don't get it. The Muslims are evil. This is America first. This is so America first. It's not America first, bro. And the jig is up. Like, you could say it about Iraq, right? 20 years ago. 25 years ago. If you lived 25 years ago and you were a political commentator back then, you could say this. You could say, this isn't about Israel, this is about America. We're Americans. America first. But not anymore. Because everybody knows. Everybody's on the same page. This war is gonna fuck us up. It's gonna kill innocent Americans. Maybe not innocent Americans, but it's gonna kill Americans that want to fight for their country. Okay, that join up because they're stupid or they get drafted. Okay, that's it. That's it. We're gonna kill America's sons and daughters for no reason. All because they wanted a Camaro. That's it, bro.
So you have like them doing like drone strikes on like random shit because they don't really know what to do. Hex, thank you so much for the bits again. And thank you, Rastabaxis, for 10 gift subs. Thank you so much. Thank you for the generosity. I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
Venezuela, Iran, Cuba, these despotic regimes form the regime support network that props up countries like Russia and China and helps them launch wars of aggression and invasion. So Ilhan Omar, she couldn't be more wrong about the idea.
Thank you, Hex, for the bits. The Abraham Accords thing was info I found on my own. Also, apparently there was one that was chosen to be supreme leader and he wasn't immediately killed. So the IRGC arrested him, suspecting he was Muslim. That's actually so funny.
Support network that props up countries like Russia and China and helps them launch wars of aggression and invasion. So Ilhan Omar, she couldn't be more wrong about the idea that taking out these regimes does anything other than make the world a better place. She might not be happy about it, but it's truth.
Well, we have yet another bone to pick with the hapless clown, Gavin Newsom.
Yeah, he doesn't understand either.
Man can never quite act normal, and this time it is with some truly disgusting...
I am shocked that Gavin Newsom has gotten as far as he has. Like, how is this fucking possible? You want to know what this guy did? If you're not from California, you want to know what he did? He told everybody. No getting married, no going to funerals, no celebrating anyone's birthday, none of that. None of you, social distancing, no going to restaurants, stay at your house, don't do fucking anything, or we will fine you or put you in jail. And you want to know what this fucker did? Like, while saying that, he went and partied with his friends at the expensive restaurants in Napa. After bitching at everybody and saying, oh, you can't do this, you can't do that, he fucking did it himself.
They will not shut up about this shit. Yeah, that was fucked up. That was fucked up, yeah. Yeah, I don't like that. Okay, still though. During the pandemic, not getting vaccinated, going outside and being not vaccinated and fucking interacting with other people and getting sick and spreading the fucking virus to everybody that you know, it's wrong. It's wrong and dumb and fucking just idiotic, okay? And you shouldn't have done it if you did that. Okay, and you know, if you did that, you killed people. You did, straight up, even if you didn't mean to. Okay, you fucking killed people. But anyway, yeah, fucking Democrats, they be hypocrites, okay? They are fucking lizards in skin suits, yeah. Yeah, no shit. Wow, I can't believe that the politician thought that the rules didn't apply to them. Wow. That's so surprising.
People still like him. How's that even possible?
Attacks on Israel.
Who likes him? Who? His constituents? I guess. Hey, we'll see what happens in November. Okay, I'm just saying.
He's part of the regime counterattack.
Breathtaking in its ignorance, and I honestly cannot believe that this man is being taken seriously.
And a lot of Democrats have looked at the Netanyahu regime.
This guy looks like a straight up Marvel villain. Like, I'm not even, like, he looks like a straight up Marvel villain.
And felt like, you know what, we don't like the trajectory he's on. It's time to rethink the U.S. relationship with Israel, especially military support.
That's what the regime wants. The regime wants the U.S. to give up on Israel so that it can survive and so that the United States can be weakened because these regimes love taking advantage of us. But listen,
he's taking that easy right now. Let's talk about that. But the issue of Bibi's interesting because he's got his own domestic issues. He's trying to stay out of jail.
How is this guy even anywhere close to winning?
He's exactly what the left is saying.
Like, fucking look at him. He's everything that the left is saying. How is this guy winning?
Okay.
He's got an election coming up.
Yeah, so do you, buddy.
He's potentially on the ropes.
Yeah, that's a good question because, like, everybody hates him. Everybody hates him. I don't know any, like, New Scum fans, right? I don't know any, like, New Scum heads. I don't know. I don't know, bro. He sucks. He sucks. Remember when he stomped on, those tents that those homeless people lived in? And he fucking, like, destroyed their possessions on camera? That was awesome.
Folks,
it was awesome. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I loved him for that. Everybody loved that when he did that.
Will he be a good boy and say please and thank you, Mr. President?
Annex the West Bank. I mean, Freeman and others are talking about it.
They shouldn't let the son of the last guy be the president, be the leader. It seems like a very bad idea if they actually allow that to happen.
It's sort of an apartheid state.
Oh, my goodness.
They couldn't even, I mean, we're talking about regime change. For 2 years, they haven't even been able to solve the Hamas question in Israel. So this is, I mean,
as if he would be able to solve it.
Be careful. Inappropriate, sort of an apartheid state.
Oh my goodness.
They couldn't even, I mean, we're talking about regime change. For 2 years, they haven't even been able to solve the Hamas question in Israel. So this is, I mean,
as if he would be able to solve it.
I want to be careful here, but
to be fair, they could solve it if they really wanted to. If they actually really wanted to, they could solve it like tomorrow.
You know, in so many ways, that influence in the context of the
How?
conversation.
By fucking nuking Gaza? By nuking the West Bank? What the fuck are you talking about? Not that Hamas is in the West Bank, but yeah, like what the fuck do you mean, bro? Like yeah, I mean, I guess if they killed everyone, if they, like, you know, did the final solution and finally just kill everyone in the Gaza Strip, then yeah, Hamas is no more. Hey, yay, dumb fuck.
Trump ultimately landed on this. It's pretty damn self-evident.
This guy knows how to say nothing.
That was Gavin
for a
Newsom,
long
governor
time.
of California, and I just want to bring attention to this clip to all Jewish Democrats out there. This is your party now. This is where they are headed.
They're the party of the regime. Every regime that has been taken out by the Trump administration, Maduro, the remnants of the Castro regime over there in Cuba, and now Iran, they are on the side of the regimes because
honestly, my only solace in all of this, the only thing that makes me happy out of all of
Taking
this,
out the Castro... What in the goddamn are you talking about? We're doing that by starving Cuban civilians? What?
is just the fighting that they're going to have with the Jewish Democrats and the regular Democrats. It's my only solace.
Are not on the side of our country. That's the simple truth right here. These are people who would do another Barack Obama-style Iran deal, which we're now learning was actually worse under the Biden administration, and nobody said anything.
As the Biden administration released billions of dollars to Iran.
I need this guy to stop getting so close to the camera. Holy shit.
The Mullahs turned around and financed Hezbollah, Hamas, October 7th, the Houthis, and whatever other terror groups.
Can you believe this, chat? You're hardworking. Well, if you're an American, you're hardworking American. It's really hard to get a house, hard to get your own house, hard to afford luxuries, hard to even live, hard to even get a job. But they need your money so they can give it to Iran. They took your money, they gave it to Iran.
They could fund. That's what happened in the Biden-Harris administration.
Why would you want that?
She's never ever answered for that.
I like the conspiracy. Do you guys know about the conspiracy theory about this? The conspiracy theory is that the reason that that Obama gave the money to them is to hide the Epstein files. That's a conspiracy theory on the streets right now. Is that it was to hide the Epstein files, and then now the reason why Trump wanted to strike Iran was to get the Epstein files back. Again, I talked about this the other day. The Epstein Triforce.
Won't, can't. I don't even know if she knows it.
The three pieces.
I don't have much regard for Kamala Harris's intellect, but now she's condemning. Okay.
Actually, I haven't checked that. Hold on. I need to see. Is there an update? Wait, what the fuck? Jeffrey Epstein DNA. Wait, what's going on? Yo, this conspiracy is getting crazy. This conspiracy is getting even more crazy. Wait, Epstein's DNA and the DNA of all of the kids on the island. Wait, what the fuck is going on? It's getting crazy, chat. It's getting crazy.
Lady.
Yeah, she
I'm
did
sorry
it.
to be disrespectful.
I love conspiracy theories because they're so fun. They're so fun. Like all of this shit is so fun. I don't even care if it's real. I love the story.
Vice President, when
Allegedly.
for 4 years, empowered...
Also, I forgot to mention, I am very happy with life right now, and I have no thoughts of suicide.
Mullahs in Iran to
if something happens to me, it was Israel.
Yeah, don't worry, bro. Don't worry. You're not gonna get suicided. Okay, you're not gonna get anheroed, as they say. Because you are on the side of the state and the regime and the Epstein clients, consequently. So don't you worry, your little head. Also, debatably you are obfuscating the truth by humoring these like wild theories, but I don't even really fucking think that dipshits on the internet tell me that like I made a video about this kind of recently, like people finger wagging the like cannibal shit with the Epstein files. Oh, don't say that. You're distracting from the truth. Like dude, we're talking about pedophiles. Okay, they are pedophiles. Okay, that it doesn't get much worse than that. Okay, but anyway, I still think that saying that it's funny, right? Like saying that it's like a game. Yeah, that don't feel right to me. That's weird, bro.
Right.
That's icky.
Yep.
You said
I don't like that.
While the border was open, all the regime sympathizers in America want to do is destroy our country and attack it every single way they can. They want to fund our enemies overseas. They want to let them in through the southern border. It's like these folks are living in an alternate world where America is the enemy that needs to be taken down, and the forces of evil that want to launch ballistic missiles at innocent civilians, as we've seen Iran do as part of their counterattack, that's who they're sticking up for. And they say they care about women and children. They say they care about protecting people.
How come we don't have those? How come we don't have those cool parades like the missiles and shit? How come we don't do that?
But all they do is fund things that harm people and fund things that disenfranchise people. It's terrible and it's wrong.
Yeah, the press is doing everything it can.
Well, you see, Leaflit, we have done parades like that. In fact, I'm from a little state called Alabama. Okay, and in Alabama, there's a city called Birmingham. Yeah, Birmingham. Or as the British say, Birmingham. Okay, and anyway, in Birmingham, there was this whole, thing with black people in the 1960s, the civil rights movement. Okay, where black people and white sympathizers, united and they marched and whatnot. And anyway, a lot of people don't know this, but the chief of police the Birmingham Police Department, during the Civil Rights Movement, he had a tank, and he would parade it through the street. That's right. If you ever... So, next time you ever go to Birmingham, and you drive in, like, the downtown, the West Side area, downtown West Side, okay, imagine a tank rolling down that street. Okay, it's true. It did. There was a tank. Okay, anyway. All that is to say, you know, we have done that. There's, like, it's, you know, historically, it's, like, racialized, okay, of course. But that's kind of why we don't do it anymore. Also, our roads are not made to have, heavy machinery like that drive on them. You know, big, like, missile, things, you know, Katyusha. I don't know what the word in English for it is. But, like, the trucks with missiles on the back. So, yeah, anyway.
To root for Iran.
Yeah.
The press is actually rooting for Iran. I watch ABC
When you
World
say
News.
Iran, you mean the people or the regime?
The regime.
They want America to lose.
Yes, they do.
So World News tonight on ABC.
This is what I mean, like this fucking spellcasting. No, the regime. This is not about the people around. They like the regime. That's why they were like holding like pictures of Khamenei and stuff.
See, and I work for ABC, so did you.
Oh, actually, it's not Khamenei. It's not the regime. Like, you know, like that. They just like the people around. Shut the fuck up. You goddamn sorcerer. There has been a sorcerer in my midst the whole time. Revan, thank you so much for that 150, man. Thank you. Because we don't need to flaunt and boast our military power. I guess that's true. Trevor, thank you for the 200. Thank you. This whole thing reminds me of the joke I once heard runs president. Ahmadinejad once calls Bush and says, Bush, America's days are numbered. I had a dream last night that the White House had was a flag that says Allahu Akbar. And Bush says, I'm glad you called too because I had a dream that night too. I was walking the streets of Tehran and every house was flying that banner. Was flying a banner. Ahmadinejad says, what were those banners? Bush says, couldn't tell you. I can't read.
It's good to know that her chatters are, in fact, as I suspected, in the same headspace as she is. Like, they're all, like, imagining these... and, you know, conservative think, you know, this is what they do, okay? Like, imagine evil, scary brown people take over your country, and now your head should be where theirs is at, okay?
Minutes last night for ABC, so did you. Did 15 minutes last night. Did 8 segments. Every segment negative. And I mean really negative. Every segment. Not one positive word.
Listen, this has been the playbook. Whenever America has gotten involved in any conflict, there has always been the forces that want to see our country lose. And when I was younger than 10 years old, I remember sitting on the floor, watching the television, watching Desert Storm coverage. And you know what the news had on? I'll never forget this. They had a whole segment on how the troops are going into this environment in the desert. And the last time we had a war in a new environment, it was Vietnam. And they went in and they didn't have the right boots and things were a disaster and we lost. And that might happen again. Meanwhile, Desert Storm was one of the most successful military operations.
Huh? Wait, meanwhile, Desert Storm was so awesome and epic and nothing bad happened. Yeah, man. Yeah, it was so awesome. The way that we went in there and fucking killed everyone, and it was all for nothing because they lied to us about the WMDs, and it took us forever to fucking do anything, and we stayed there for like 20 years for no reason. Yeah, so successful. So awesome. Yeah, wow. Wow. So many necessary American deaths. They had to die. They had to. For our freedom. Yeah, man.
In history. And these people said it was a...
Dude. I can't... I almost lost my shit there for a second. I really did. Like, I know I've been yelling this whole video. I was about to yell again, though. Because, what a scumfuck. Like, how... I hate that. Let's just replay that. Let's hear that again.
Segment on how the troops are going into this environment in the desert, and the last time we had a war in a new environment, it was Vietnam, and they went in and they didn't have the right boots, and things were a disaster, and we lost, and that might happen again. Meanwhile, Desert Storm was one of the most successful military operations and campaigns in
fucking
history.
Piece of
and
shit.
These people said it was a waste of time, and that America was going to lose again, and that our troops didn't have the right equipment. I mean, give me a break.
Not one word on how bad the Mullahs were. David Muir.
I hate this motherfucker. I hate him, dude. I want to.
70 times.
I want to like crush his head between my palms, like Omni-Man style. You know what I'm saying?
17 minutes.
Like I want to fucking.
I worked for Jennings, who was excellent.
Oh,
okay?
like I don't think I've been.
God
damn, I don't think I've been this angry at a commentator since.
I want to surrender. We should surrender to Iraq.
Since I was watching Tucker Carlson.
That's how crazy it is. They want Trump.
Well, look, I don't think that anybody.
But at least Tucker Carlson had the decency and the acumen back then to say that the Iraq War was terrible. And here this dumb motherfucker is in the big 2026 saying that Iraq was actually awesome. A totally unnecessary war that was bullshit based on lies that resulted in thousands of Americans dying. And you're saying that it was the most successful. So awesome. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fucking die slowly, die painfully. You fucking piece of shit.
They're hoping that this conflict is the external force that comes out of nowhere and gets rid of Trump for them. That's what they're hoping, because they haven't been able to get rid of Trump. They've tried. They tried to put him in jail. They've done everything they can. They're hoping something comes along, whether it's the files.
They've done literally everything to Trump that they possibly could have. Which honestly, it almost makes me feel like Trump is pretty much clean. Because like, how is he not in jail with all
whether
of this
it's
shit?
Iran, whether it's the regime somewhere, whether it's China, they don't care. There, we've got some negative news.
Guys,
if
he were guilty, he would be in jail. He would be in jail. Don't you know? Of course, Leaflit. Of course. Do you really think that somebody could just commit all these crimes and not go to jail for it? Yeah, Leaflit. Actually, I do. I do think that that he could definitely, probably commit all of these crimes and not go to jail for it. Crazy, I know. Crazy. Maybe I'm losing my fucking mind, dog. Maybe that's what's happening.
Where he's like, yeah,
I don't know.
You know, the girls, if you want, you just grab my pussy. And it's like, where's the lie, though? It's like when you have lots of money, and then girls are like okay with it because you'll give them shit. Where's the lie?
They're okay with it. They're okay with it. That's what you think? So if Donald Trump comes up to you and grabs your pussy, and he's like, here's some money, shut up about it, you're just gonna be like, alright, you know, yeah, man, if Donald Trump grabs my pussy, I'm killing him and then myself. I'm killing myself and I'm killing him. That's what's fucking happening.
Since World War II. In all, 11 nations.
God damn.
It's a world war, according to them.
What the fuck is wrong with these people? Like that's not even, she's not even gonna talk about, you know, the dressing rooms thing, the beauty pageants, right? The underage girls, the beauty pageants, and he would walk into their dressing room, you know, oh, hi, how are you? How are you, pretty ladies? How are you? Ugh. Shit my diaper again. You know, she's not gonna talk about any of that shit. But, like, the thing that she is talking about is bad enough.
What's to come?
Welcome back. Welcome back to Leaflit. Yes. I gotta say, I was really not liking what I was hearing earlier, but hey, we're almost at the end of the video, so let's go.
North Carolina, also known as home of the airborne.
Right back.
I guess it is true though that they get away with like everybody in the government gets away with like fucking everything. Like the fact that like Joe Biden was able to get away with so much blatant shit, and like Hillary Clinton, it's like holy fuck, man.
Because of its proximity to Fort Bragg, it's thousands of miles away from Iraq.
Meanwhile, if you like cross the street funny, like you're gonna go to jail.
But people here like Kratos Tabron Jr. No,
it's so annoying. Word Forge, thank you so much for the 500 over on Kick. Theory video game idea, they separated the Epstein files among several different nations, and now we have to defeat the dictators to get them back. It's like fucking Mega Man, but for the Epstein file.
Very well the beginnings and aftermath of war.
In October '69, I was going through basic training right here at Fort Bragg. People asked me,
was this Dragon Ball Z?
No, I love the Army. This is one of the items.
1969 Vietnam.
The only people that went to jail for jaywalking were black people.
First as an infantry soldier during the height of the
But that is true.
I mean, look, we don't even have to watch this to see what direction it's going. Vietnam.
Yeah, politicians do get away with shit.
Because for some reason they don't want to talk about the disaster in Benghazi or the horrible withdrawal from Afghanistan. No, they don't.
Dude, Benghazi was fucked up. Benghazi was so fucked up.
I want to talk about that stuff and how those losses, along with Vietnam, were political losses, with America reneging on its commitments to South Vietnam, allowing them to eventually get conquered. But it's the same playbook.
Yeah, you know what's not fucked up though? Fucking just bombing children in Iran. That's not fucked up. That's awesome.
We didn't really lose Vietnam.
We love that.
Out. Well, do you want to know why?
We didn't lose Vietnam. We pulled out. Yeah, why'd we pull out? Why did we get at it? Why did we do that? Is it because we were winning so hard? Is it because we won, so we won epic style? Is that why we pulled out?
It happened because
I don't think so, man.
Like sentiment, anti-military pressure. That's what happened. If like we actually kept going, like I don't think we would have like lost. I don't even really think it was like a total loss. It was more like well, technically I'd say it was probably a loss just from us not completing our objective, obviously.
There's chaos.
Really? Really?
Will to fight
Wow.
was sapped. So it was a
What
morale.
about all the Americans that died? What about that? How about the fact that they fucking blasted us in the head over and over again? Is that winning? Or is that a reason why we lost?
Lost, basically.
There's all these countries, and we find people that talk about how this could go on forever and how this could become a worldwide conflict. Look, every single one of us is hoping and praying that doesn't happen. Nobody wants to see conflict, but Marco Rubio's right to hit the nail on the head. We're not fighting people who are rational actors. We're fighting people who will fight us if they get the opportunity, and now the question for stability and peace and safety
See,
and
that's kind of my point, is that if they did
Yeah,
have the
no
opportunity-
shit, that's your point. Yeah, that's all of your points. That's all. That is every single one of you. That is all of you, your points. Is, they were gonna attack us. They were gonna hit us first. Yeah, but they didn't. They didn't. And also, people have been saying that for 40 fucking years. And they have never attacked us. Ever. Until now. Now they are striking our military bases. Because we attacked them first. And you guys are like actually like taking what the government is saying and you're like, oh yeah. Yeah, they were gonna hit us. They were. Even though there is zero evidence of that.
Maybe they will fight us. I'm a big fan of them never having the opportunity. So that's why I'm like for this.
as many lives as possible is, do you allow harm to come to your country? Or do you do something about it?
This is very important. This is very important, and we're doing very well on the war front, to put it mildly, I would say. Somebody said on a scale of 10, where would you rate it? I said about a 15.
So
and,
we're not losing.
We're going to continue to do
It's
well.
not
We're the greatest
Vietnam,
military
again.
in the world by far. And that was a tremendous threat test for many years. 47 years, I think
famously, if Donald Trump says it, it must be true. Yo, if Donald Trump says that we're winning, we gotta be winning, bro. We
so
gotta
the president
be.
says we're
It's
ahead.
not Vietnam.
All reports indicate that we are ahead. The Iranian counterattack is not reckoned with. That we haven't told the military equipment. It all came from China.
The president says. But he says we're ahead. What? Sorry, bro. What was I thinking? Yeah, you're right. You're right. Great success. Killing 100 children. Yes. Yes. America is back on top, baby. We killed 100 children.
Going to fold. We're all hoping and praying that this ends soon.
100
At least
terrorist
all of us who aren't
children.
elected members of Congress who possibly have an ulterior motive. Let me know what you think
Yo,
about that.
when you think about it, those children were gonna grow up to become terrorists, and then they were gonna strike us. So it was a preemptive strike. Think about
See you
it.
in the next video.
Think about it.
Yep, they big mad. They're the Democrats are big mad right
Yeah,
now.
we're so mad, bro. Look, listen to me. You should be taking notes. Okay, because they're gonna keep talking about the children. You're right. They're gonna keep liberal finger-wagging you. You know, we're gonna write you a strongly worded letter for killing all of those innocent children. Okay, you need to take notes from me. Okay, the children, they were gonna be terrorists. They were gonna be violent, jihadist terrorists. Preemptive. It was preemptive, bro. Okay, that's it. Anyway, moving on from this stupid bullshit, we're moving on to some other stupid bullshit. This is